1 2 1 2. We are the Uptown Crew. Thank you so much for tuning in on your Saturday afternoon. You already know who I am. I am your auntie's favorite DJ, and I got the best crew here in the world with me. Oh yes, indeed, we are coming to you live each and every single Saturday from 2 to 4. Guaranteed to give you more than what you bargained for. And a dope crew, my dope crew, my dope crew. Yeah. If you are tuning in and you're hearing the sound of our voice, you already know what to do. Share this on your page. Tag as many people as you possibly can. And what's funny about having a dope crew is that other folks want to be on the show. That's a dope thing. That's when you start getting phone calls. Like, why ain't you invited me yet? I'm like, okay, my bad. Somebody's guilty in the studio. You know what I mean? Somebody's guilty in the studio. But we got a dynamic. Not only, there's a lot of MUAs, but then there's super MUAs. Super MUAs. MUAs to well-known folk, you know what I mean? She does work to make you ask questions like, why the hell you ain't in Hollywood right now? You know what I mean? Special effects extraordinaire. How you suppose he's in the building with us? Hey! What's happening? Hey, and because it's my guy, what up, Flair? You know, we borrowed him for the show today. You know what I mean?
They stole me. They stole me. They done kidnapped me. They want $1 million, man.
Listen, we just borrowed it just for the day. We're going to send it right back to y'all. Narcissistic, shout out to Narcissistic Radio.
Shout out to my Narcissistic Nation crew.
What time y'all come on that night?
At 8 p.m.
8 p.m.
Eastern Standard Time.
Eastern Standard Time. Okay, 8 to 10. That's what's up. It's a dope show, too. We a little bit more politically correct. They are no holds barred.
We ratchet.
Very. We like the Stacey Adams.
Right. We like Albies. We Albies.
Giorgio Routinis.
We don't
know 2020 Mad Dog. You know about 2020 Mad Dog and Incense.
We started early today.
That is Narcissistic Nation. Shout out to Story. Shout out to everybody that make that show what it do.
Yay.
But got a lot going on today. Guess what, y'all? Guess what, y'all?
What?
We supposed to meet Linda's mama today. Hey, mama. How you doing, mama?
Hey, mama.
Are you good?
I'm good.
Got a smile on your face?
Yeah.
Hey, that's what it is, man. We already know. We're going to get to everything that we've been going through this week, man. But we're going to have some fun. Hey, I'm sorry. Anybody that's out in TV land right now, you cannot join us. The Henny's flowing. Go ahead and show them, Deacon. The chameleon is flowing. Governor DeWine, we got our sanitation stations. We do got hand sanitizer.
Yes, we do.
We do got our mask. You know, we still laughing at that whole, I got corona 24 hours and I'm healed the next day. You know what I'm saying? But it's all good. We're going to try that at our job, Governor.
Liar.
We're going to try that at our day job. Like, I thought I seen you live. Oh, yeah. I feel better now.
He was like, it was a 24 hours.
It's the DeWine COVID. That's a special COVID. DeWine COVID. Yeah, so keep tuning in with us, man. Hey, Boogie, what's up, man? Where you going today?
I will be going back to Hockey Hills with the fam, you know what I'm saying, doing my little country thing as always.
Okay.
Shout out to my cuz that was out there with me last night, first and foremost. This dude, y'all know them little sand pail buckets that kids be having, you know what I'm saying, at the beach? Well, this dude made 9 sand pails full of liquor and foods. Yo, when
I'm coming with you.
It was
Tell wifey to save me a seat.
It was the most hilarious time I have had in a long time because everybody out there was lit except for me.
Can I say this?
Oh, shoot. That came out like, whoa.
You know who the plastic cup boys are?
Yes,
Yeah.
we know.
Yeah.
So Naeem always say that y'all just the niggas I hang around. I got real friends. That's
Oh,
that's
snap.
how I
Oh,
feel
what?
about. That's how I feel about L Boogie when
Wait,
he does
why?
on us on Saturday.
The shade.
I'm just saying, you know.
Oh,
You know,
she
I'm just
started.
saying.
Can we blame it on the crowd apple today, y'all? Did she come out and say that? You get an extra. mixing dark and light while you over there
I
partying.
got this for y'all. I thought y'all was
Okay.
But I got this.
You good? You got your own personal about. See, that's why you Hollywood. That's why you
That's okay though.
Hollywood, Linda. You know what I mean? Yeah.
That deserves a
Wait a minute,
round
hold
of
up, Aisha, hold up.
applause.
Friends.
Every time a lady comes on the show, they always end up side with Linda. Don't let her influence you.
Because she's a queen. Why not?
Hey, all right. Wait a minute, hold up. Hey, Aisha, this for you, baby.
Welcome to the Uptown Show.
I didn't have nothing to throw at you.
I want to give a shout out to everybody on our check-in right now. What up, Jesse in Cincinnati? If you are anywhere in Columbus, Ohio, or outside of Columbus, Ohio, please check in with us. Let us know where you are calling from so we can show you some love on this show. One more thing before we get into the mix. Very special person to all of us. This dude came in. I gave the crew this thing. We were only together as a crew together for 2 weeks. And I came in there. And when you got to give disclaimers about a person, that'll already let you know you got to brace yourself. So I told the crew, I said, look, my little man's is going to be coming in. He a little Dennis the Menace. He going to be running around here telling you about yourself. And he don't have no filter, nothing. But I just want y'all to love on him. And from day one, they done loved on this cat. And he got a birthday. Breezy! What's up, 19? 19 years old.
Oh my goodness, he's a baby.
Baby.
He still got Similac behind his ears.
Come on.
Lord, have mercy.
Listen.
You know how they had that little ring of milk right
He got a Similac ring?
He got that neck.
He can't hold his neck up right.
Wash your neck, young man.
You better wash your neck.
Hey, don't mess with Aisha. She was actually a personality for real.
Yeah.
So she gonna fit
Man.
right in.
It's
She
just go
talks
down to
shit and swallow spit. So let's get it all day long. Again, you are listening to the Uptown Show. We are live to you. 2 to 4 guaranteed to give you more than what you bargained for. We get in here and we party early. So just join the party, man. Don't hold back. Don't have any pre-inhibitions. Just ride with us. Because we wild and crazy. Not only are we wild and crazy, but we are a family. And we take that shit very seriously. So don't, you know what I'm saying? If you're going to laugh and joke, just laugh and joke with us. Because if you be the other person, you will be the butt of the joke all day long. Because we go in on each other on a weekly basis, every single day. So we have no problem going in on you, okay?
We don't discriminate.
Not at all. Let's go.
Hey.
Okay. Bounce. We are the Uptown Show. Thank you for tuning in. Let's work.
Meet you downstairs in the bar and her. Your rolled up sleeves in your skull t-shirt. You say, why did you do with him today? And sniff me out like I was Tanqueray. 'Cause you're my fella, my guy. Hand me your Stella and fly. By the time I'm out the door, you're tearing down like I cheated myself like I knew I would. I told you I was trouble.
I told you,
Know that I'm no good.
I ain't no good, mama. I really ain't. We on the close shit. I got the Henny right here. We partying. We going to Linda's mama's house today. Woo! Come on, mama. Let's go.
I can't stop myself. This is bad. No control over myself. I ain't mad. Been a long while.
It's been so long.
I done had. Kind of loving you can't turn away. And I bet this is just the beginning.
That's on purpose. I don't play songs, you know. I don't play songs, you know. I don't play songs, you know. Let's go. Mama, you got me. You got me open, baby. You got me open. I'm gonna let this ride out. I'm gonna let this ride out. Cause I'm feeling this right here. We on that grown shit. I am. I'm that chocolate too. She fine as hell. Let's go.
Yo, what's up, man? This is hip-hop music, man. My man DJ Lane Love is bringing it to you real shallow. And this is the man David Love, a.k.a. Italy, a.k.a. the world's greatest DJ, the King Capri.
What up, King Capri?
No kidding, CEOs in the building. Big shout to the early, big shout to Henny, big shout to uninvited guests. We coming, no kidding, in the building. Lane Love, drop that. All right,
We got that really flowing.
Come on and put your hands together.
If you ain't growing, you in the wrong place right now. If you ain't growing, you in the wrong place.
You know, when you come to the origin of old school, I gotta admit that I am old school. I go by the name of Cool DJ, the Red Alert, and y'all take it out the Lane Love. Well, come on, what more can you ask for? The Lane Love. What more can you say? Cool DJ, the Red Alert. Let poo poo.
Shout out to the brothers, DJ Hollywood, DJ Brucey B, Cool DJ Red Alert. It's who I learned from. Why not? Let's go. If you want to check in right now, Cincinnati, Dayton, Ohio's on the check in. What up, Cleveland, Ohio? We worldwide, baby. Intern Linda with the Rise here. Straight Man L Boogie's here. The Deacon's here. Miss Posey's here.
When we met, you wasn't quite clear to me. What you had
All right, now,
to
D.
show
I heard you. Hey, watch out there now.
only
Watch out there now.
Surely you know you took me by surprise. When I turned and looked, I saw that message in your eye. There you were, out there on the floor. The way you move, girl, only made me want you more.
This is my Aunt Joanne's music.
I did not know you
This is my daddy's music.
to the movement of your body dancing in my eyes. I know I had to hold you
Uh-huh.
and make you mine.
Let's work.
Don't want to control you,
One rule.
just have a good time.
Okay.
In ecstasy. When you lay down next to me. Oh, ecstasy, yeah. When you lay down next to me.
DJ Lane Love.
You know I'ma flip it on you. You know I'ma flip it on you. Why not? Oh shit. You know I'm flip it. Hey, you know what I do. Rodney will have to catch wreck. Cause Peasy's coming, he watch everything I do. Let's work.
Know if the time is right, I don't wanna fuss and fight. I just wanna let you know I'm feeling good tonight. I want you to take my hand and promise you'll be cool. Because I know you like the way that
Cool people's on the check-in. Let's go.
Oh, boy, you got it going on. And you make me happy. So very happy.
Okay. We partying from 2 to 4. Guaranteed to give you more than what you're bargained for. I am. What she do? You sing. Uh-huh.
Vina Love here, rocking with your auntie's favorite DJ Lane Love.
You know how we do it. Okay. Uh-huh. Go something.
If I got up on a lean, I'm a sip. I run the rest up with my queen, like London and Nip. But I got bitch on all these niggas, I didn't forget that. I had to go through the struggle, I didn't forget that. I had inside of the Maybach and I sit back. These bitches know me now, cause I got them big back. Cause I'm getting money now, I know you heard that. Young nigga on the corner, bitch, I had to serve crack. Uncle fronted me some keys, had to get them birds back. We came up on dirty money, I gave it a bird back. Cut off the brain and I gave my bitch a new coupe. Either you run a y'all gang or you suit. Got a new Orleans bitch and then that pussy voodoo. And now that nigga now. I put the new 4G's on the G. I come into the bloody bottles is underneath. Cause all my niggas got it out the streets. I keep 100 racks inside my jeans. I remember needing them all with a whole.
Right in here putting folks under peer pressure. Peer pressure, baby. Woo! Santa, why not? Okay. Don't play with me. I do this. Don't play with me. Please don't. Okay. Ladies, let's work. Roddy in here, cool people. He ain't tripping today. Roddy is wildin', baby. I need to sell the Henny, Roddy. I need that Henny. Where my Henny bottle at? Sing. Fine. Woo! I just want to show you a few things. That's it. I'm just trying to show you. I just want to tell you. Holla. Woo!
White shoes at the black shows. Green car for the Cuban links. Y'all sit back and enjoy the light show. Nothing exceeds like a sex.
It's your birthday, boy. It's your birthday.
That's what it's all about. I'm at the rest. From my rant, disturbing the guests. Years of distress. Tears on the dress. Try to hide a face with some makeup sex. This is trouble season. Time for tuxedos with
It's Leo season.
all saints for my angel. Alexander Wang too. Tight denim and some dunks. I'll show you how to do this, young. No papers, catch papers, get high. Out Vegas, Tuesdays on doubles ain't looking for trouble. You just got good genes, so it's trying to cuff you. Tell your mother that I love her, cause I love you. Tell your father we go father as a couple. They ain't lose a daughter, got a son. I'll show you how to do this, huh?
Woo!
Harlem. Nino.
We wildin'.
I see you, baby. Looking
We
good.
wildin'.
All that. All independent. Question though, your body real or not? It don't even matter. You still fire to me.
Straight face, you remember?
Park the foreign. Shorty wanna scoop me. Told her I'ma bring it to the trap. No movies. She already know she a snack. No Scooby. Attached to the back of her pants. No Subies. She keep tense just in case she wanna do me. Smack that ass in the back seat. Now sue me. Haters mad cause my baby bad like Stewie. Nice soft booty. A cutie with yours truly. A true beauty. We vibe and switch spots. She call me when she wanna slide like flip flops. Got smoke trash. I got more gas than pit stops. Long as Shorty present, I'ma feel like a gift shop. Shorty poison like BBD. Flying out the country, just me and she. Passport got more stamps than
I know, Peasy. I know.
Shorty wanna slide, just leave me be. Facts.
All he wanna do is gas me. 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 How we end up in a backseat? Just trying to get to the back. We on the same page. Just anyway, only keep the fam around me. So let me know what it's gonna be. I don't plan on getting no sleep.
I'm showing out for you, Peasy.
Doing nothing, moving too fast. Candy paint with the windows all black, seats creme brulee. But they gon'
I'm swagging, baby. I'm swagging.
down screaming money and anything. We up till 6 in the morning. When the sunrise, we'll be on it. Boy, I got 5, all so live. Tell me when to go, baby. When we gon' slide, baby. When we gon' slide. Hey, hey. Up all night, baby. When we gon' slide. Oh, hey, hey. Baby, when we gon' slide. I don't care if we on a run. Nothing matters when we one-on-one. Looking at us cause we going dumb. We on the same wave, the same way. You know I'll be down if it's with you. Where we going, baby? What's the move? We should take a trip up to the moon. Get a room. Going up, baby.
Yep.
Moving too fast. Candy paint with the windows all black.
2 minutes. Just to work this. I got you. 2 minutes to work this. Yup.
Down screaming money and anything. We up till 6 in the morning. When the sunrise, we'll be on it. Boy, I got 5, all so live. Tell me when to go, baby. When we gon' slide, baby. When we gon' slide.
Shout out to Eric. I told you, I play that grown shit. Up next, we got it in a minute. Swing your two-step. What up, Rod Riley?
I was out with my boys, up inside this party, enjoying the noise. Arms around this body till one of my toys started ringing.
This how you step to it, though.
Reach for my phone, I said hello. Hold up, I can hear you, yo, I'm headed for the door. Okay, now that sounds better, can you say that once more? Hey.
Game tight.
This chick talking slick on my phone, saying she's home alone.
Word?
Roommate is gone.
Okay.
Out for the weekend, what do I got going on? Yeah. I'm out right now, but when I'm done, I'll give you a call. I think it will be fun if we catch up on time, but now I gotta run, yeah. What's good for the evening?
What's good, mama?
The love that I'm receiving, it makes me think you need it. To dance the night away. Girl, I like your passion, and I hear all that you're asking. Well, come on, let's make it happen. Let's dance, let's dance.
Yeah, you already know what that is. You just heard from your auntie's favorite DJ, of course. 1212, we are the Uptown Crew. And without further ado, because I'm on my freestyle-ish right now. It's time with a Y. What's good, baby? I'm swagging today. I'm swagging.
All right, so a couple shots of Henny.
That's what it is. Just loosen me up just a little bit. How you doing?
I'm good. How y'all doing today?
Really good.
We good. As long as you good, we good.
Yeah. Any day above ground is a great day.
Come on,
Come on. All right, so let's talk about this. And we're going to talk about a couple things. You know, with this COVID stuff, I know a lot of y'all forgot about Kobe, huh? Kobe Bryant.
I didn't. I had my shirt on last night.
Nobody's talking. I mean, you know, he haven't been brought up, but
it's not a hot topic.
Not anymore.
Right.
It's not. So the other day, the Orange County made Kobe Bryant Day. It was the 13th. So Kobe Bryant Day is in Orange County. I didn't want to talk too much about that because I get emotional about Kobe. I loved him.
Yeah.
But on another note, today is a beautiful day to arrest the officers that killed Breonna Taylor.
Ding, 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 ding.
Because Oprah put up 26 billboards demanding the arrest of them officers.
Oprah?
Yeah, Oprah.
Yeah, Oprah did that last week.
Yes. It's time to arrest them. I want to go arrest them.
They should have been arrested.
She deserves applause for that.
Yeah.
Oprah.
She did.
Yeah. She ain't
So
my favorite, but
hopefully it'll be today, but I doubt it. But we're gonna get this done somehow, some way. Let's talk about Senator Kamala Harris being the first. She's running with Joe Biden to be the vice president. So white people, and I'm gonna say this as nicely as I can. Her name is Kamala Harris, not Kamala, Kamika, Kalalala. It's Kamala Harris.
Wait, I said Kamala too. So
Kamala.
What is it?
Kamala.
Is it Kamala? It's Kamala. That's the correct pronunciation.
I said it right.
Kamala.
Boy, I ain't white.
Kamala. That's her name. Senator Kamala Harris. By the way, I just wanted to let y'all know she is a Libra, a passionate Libra.
Oh.
We're in trouble.
You better not go to the phone.
We can't get no more trouble than we already in.
We're in
We
trouble.
don't want no passionate stuff coming out today. I'm sorry. Go ahead, continue.
Okay. Yeah, she was born October 20th, and she is from Oakland. So I thought we'll take up a little bit of the segment by asking y'all, what do y'all think? Because this was a subject last week. It was a question. What do y'all think of her being a candidate? First of all, what do y'all think about the whole situation, period? Because I'm feeling that I'm forced to vote for them, and I hate being pressured.
I mean, you
So
can
what
vote
do
for
y'all-
Kanye.
Oh, yeah, 2020.
She forgot.
Stop it.
No.
I'm trying really hard not to give you this far home, but go ahead, continue.
Can I take
We're
the lead on
trying
that?
really hard.
Yes, you can.
Okay,
please.
because
As
I,
a woman.
as a black woman, I feel that our ancestors, because I always get demeaned and talked about and called stupid, because I feel that our ancestors fought for our right to and not to vote.
Right.
It doesn't mean we have to vote. We're at the point now where we have to choose from the lesser of two evils. We have two candidates that are both basically guilty of the same crimes, from pedophilia to money laundering to racism. So if you're telling me I basically have to choose between a slave master, I'm not voting. To me, honestly, I think, okay, the last time I voted was Obama. And I regret voting for Obama.
Okay.
Because Obama didn't do anything for the black people. He did everything in the world for gay people. He did everything in the world for the politicians and the big bank. But when it comes to black people, and you're not going to sit here and tell me, oh, we all know he's a puppet, but we also know that he has the power when you're in office. Because if Trump can say we're shutting down shit today and not tomorrow, and it gets shut down, then what the hell was wrong with Obama putting some things into place to ensure that police stop killing us unarmed and unjustly? To ensure, I mean, all you had to do was implement police training. All you had to do was implement that if police officers kill an unarmed suspect, if they kill a suspect without being under a real threat, then they take some of their retirement, some of their insurance. They need to be reprimanded and held accountable for all of their actions, not just their good actions, but their bad actions as well. So when it comes to this presidency, it's a shit show. Sorry for the language.
I get it, but I have to interject. Because my president is black and my future Lamborghini is blue. Right?
I like
He's
that.
still black. So at the end of the day, I will say this to your point of President Barack Obama. If you take it back 50 years, the 5 families and none of the gangsters have no problem taking out a president. So therefore, as you walk and you toe that line of basically making sure that you're alive for your 2 beautiful children and your lovely wife, you have to toe that line. So therefore, that family implemented education and healthcare, right? So therefore, it was almost secret code as telling black people self-care. And we're going to endorse self-care. We're going to put money behind self-care. So therefore, the educated mind is a productive mind. So therefore, we're not out here shooting each other. Therefore, we're being more productive in programs, and we're erecting businesses. We're erecting the mindset. So therefore, I think President Obama could do what he could do without getting killed. That's just me.
So
Okay, so hold on. Ladies, y'all heard Lane Love talk. Now we talked about this last week. If y'all about to be in this inbox me first so we can get this show popping.
No. I love intelligent conversation. And we can talk about this and really be, I have my point of view and you have yours, but continue.
So, do you know that Obama passed laws to basically guarantee officers will get off scot-free when they murder black men?
I would like to know that law.
Okay.
Yeah, because a lot of the laws that's taken up when it comes to police is done at the state level.
I know it's done at the state level, but you also have to hold Obama accountable when it is needed, because a lot of the things that he did do, I mean, trust and believe, I know it's a puppeteering act, but don't pander. The same thing these politicians are doing today, locally and globally. They're pandering to the black people because our vote actually matters. Now's the time to hold your vote hostage and say, unless you are guaranteeing me those reparations, 40 acres and a mule, I don't want to hear what you're saying. Because at this point, any decision or any politician we put in the office is paid.
Definitely.
And it's only going to cater to the big banks and the big bank accounts that now exist today, and they are just going to continue to drain our pockets. We go to work 80 hours every 2 weeks to only get a 10% profit from these companies. These companies are making millions of dollars off of our back, and we're only taking home 10 cents off of that $1 million. Let's stop. Up your equity.
Now,
you talking about? Go ahead,
definitely, you know what I'm saying? To take it back to the whole Obama thing, one, when he first got in office, you know what I'm saying, Mitch McConnell flat out said, I don't care what he says, we're not going to pass any laws that he puts out there. So that was the first and foremost. They told him from the gate, you're a nigga, you're going to stay
But just
a
like
nigga.
just like Trump just fired every fucking body in his cabinet, why didn't he fire him?
He can't fire Mitch McConnell.
Trump did.
He can't fire Mitch McConnell.
Trump's
either.
been firing top seats.
Not in the Senate.
Since he's
not in Congress.
He's been exposing, and if you have not noticed, Trump has been, anybody who does not honk his horn, he is trying.
That's part of his cabinet.
I know, but those that aren't part of his cabinet, he's like, either you're with me or you're getting ran over.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So where was the black power with Obama?
There was no black power at that point in time.
Exactly.
It can't be no black power at that point in time with him in office.
When you got the House of Representatives,
Yeah.
If that was the case, if that was the case, Donald Trump could willy-nilly do what he wants to do. And
He is. He is.
Not
He's
really.
basically is.
Not the intelligence that he has. He would really
How
drive us
did
into the
America go from?
How do we know he's not?
Listen, how did America go from?
I mean,
True, but how did America go from the most wanted country, the most equitable country, the most glorious country to now the laughing stock of the world?
It's been like that since 2000.
Because he doesn't present well. We was the laughing stock when George W.
Yeah, it's
was
been
in
like
there.
that since 2000.
He doesn't present anything.
Exactly. But there's still, how many times have you've seen a manager, like whether you worked at McDonald's or Burger King, that manager didn't know what they was doing, but it was the crew that made them who they were.
They were the Obama.
No, that's not fair. Come on now.
They were the Obama. Obama made the U.S. look good because of the face. But when we come to the politics, I'm saying no. I want you to look deeper than the brotherhood.
So
I want you to look into the actual politics.
I'm sorry, Linda. We
No, this is very interesting. This is very interesting because any of our young listeners that are listening, you know, like this should encourage them to vote.
Definitely. That's why I was about to get to your actual question and to the topic that started off with the whole Joe Biden, Kamala Harris. To go back to what y'all said about Trump. Okay, you got to pick of the lesser two evils or not pick at all. You do have that option not to vote.
Right.
But I don't think it would be smart not to vote because you know all those Trump supporters are going to go and vote
They are going
to
to
make
vote
sure that
and
he's
vote.
in office.
Yes.
And would you rather have another 4 years of what we've been going through, another downhill?
Either or, it's the
I don't
same
think-
4
but
It's
see,
going to be the same 4 years.
I don't think it'll be the same 4 years. There will be some.
When have they ever proved us wrong, though? That it wasn't going to be the same 4 years.
But what do you mean, like the same 4 years, like with his racist rants and stuff?
The
Because
same
I'm
4
going to be honest. I'm going to be honest about this. My dude, he's a Trump supporter. He hated Obama, hated him. But my dude made money from Obama being in office because Obama was putting up all these hospitals. So his company was in there building these hospitals, doing stuff in their hospitals.
Education.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And but for real, with Trump, my bank account look real nice right now because of these stocks. And he's about, I mean, I'm serious. He's about the rich and he do have these racist rants. But if you look at it, America is a business. And he is running this like a business.
Yes.
And people are, I mean, for real, are getting rich off of this. That's what you're supposed to do.
Yes.
But with that being said, I don't know. Let's change the subject because we're going into everything else.
But like you said, it's perfect. Today is perfect because we don't have an ordinary guest on, and like I said, she's an actual radio personality. So when you open up great
And an
topics like
activist.
you have, intern Linda with a Y, you're gonna spark conversation. So we already said we're not gonna be a robotic radio show. We're gonna go with the flow. So thank you so much for opening up that dialogue. Absolutely.
And I would love, like, I love your personality, but I would love to talk to you about that because I'm learning a lot. Because I'm not gonna lie, I was just going by with life, you know, just you leave me alone, I make my money, and we keep.
It's
moving.
not until you're ready to invest in your life that you really start recognizing these things. Yes.
So I will absolutely on the side we can have a girls' day, go have some lunch.
Honey, yes.
Yes.
But then people want to get
My
mad
new
when
best
I go
friend.
get lobster rolls by myself. You feel me? You don't want to get mad when I go treat myself. Don't treat yourself, treat yourself. You know?
Treat yourself.
I tried to get me a
That's
lobster
what
roll
I'm
the other day.
saying.
They don't open until 2.
Yeah, but
I didn't know that.
How
See,
we
you gotta put that.
communicated,
Yeah.
you know.
If we would have communicated, I wouldn't have had to go over there to get my lobster roll. I could have met you up there.
Is it time for the Auntie's favorite DJ mix?
I just want to say salute and shout out to you, DJ Lane Love, because whenever I do listen to your show on my phone through the app, I'm jamming. Like, I listen to that app more than I listen to 106.7 or 107.5 or Pandora.
I do too.
Because he speaks to my soul.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And just a few minutes ago, he had me in here ready to start two-stepping. I'm like in the club, chair dancing. You know what I'm saying? My butt getting all sweaty in this hot chair.
We about to do something. We're gonna be up dancing.
Yes,
Okay, but before we
yes.
start my news, let's talk about this. Okay, so culture news. I want to go back to the WAP video. Okay.
Hey,
let's not.
Let's talk about this.
Let me be ratchet.
Right. So, L Boogie, I'm about to put you on the spot.
Go ahead.
real quick.
Do your thing.
You put your question of the day. Now, what was your question of the day? Because
question-
they showed up and showed out.
Hey,
Okay.
listen.
got action.
Hey.
They got
That
action.
question was
Damn,
dope.
instigator.
There you go.
Nah, but the question of the day was, are women perpetuating the rape culture of the 90s from the men? Now with all the WAP, with OnlyFans, with all the stuff that's going on, like, are they perpetuating what they wanted to get rid of? Like, men got hounded and dogged, and it started to change, and then it changed again when women found out, oh, I can make money off these dudes doing the same thing that I was making money off doing, or these women was making money off doing in the 90s.
Okay, so Let's talk about this.
I was
I
told
think
it
she
was.
gonna say
Yeah,
what
yeah,
I
I
was
was
told
deep,
this-
deep
it
in
was
that
a-
conversation.
I was
gonna
told
say
it was.
what
I
I'm
was. It
thinking.
was a sexist question. I mean, it was a question that I wanted answered though.
Right.
Okay, so
Even if it's sexist, to me, it's like, yo, you don't. I don't ask questions just to ask them. I ask questions to get knowledge and to gain understanding.
okay. Well, I'm about to let you know my point of view.
Go ahead, break it
So
down.
let's talk about
Break me down. Break me down.
Knowledge.
I am, and for those that's listening and know me in high school, and y'all seen my pictures, I have had a grown woman's body since I was 14 years
Yes.
old. And I have had people do the whistles. I done had my ass smacked. I done had all that happen to me back in the 90s.
13,
early
14 years
2000s,
old.
yes. And what is the problem with us saying that we just want some DICK from you and
Vitamin
keep it
D.
moving? Like y'all, that's y'all treat. And I'm not saying y'all. I'm saying as men, and the way I was treated or the way other females were treated felt like trash. So now it's our turn to do the same thing. I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm saying it's our time to make y'all feel like we felt. A piece of meat.
So
you're not making me feel like a piece of meat.
But I'm saying, can I piggyback off of her with
Go
one
ahead,
thing?
go ahead.
Because I'm saying I don't need to get into this whole drawn out explanation of what the history of hip hop and sex culture is.
Right.
It just needs to be summed up to one saying.
Go ahead.
Trick ass bitch. Who said that?
But y'all said it too, though.
Well, I
Who
did
said
not.
that?
Too short.
Okay, so now and also pop that pussy, pop that pussy, baby.
Yeah.
Get it?
But now that we're doing it,
No bleep.
listen. Now that
Sorry,
we're
sponsors.
doing
I'm
it-
sorry,
now
y'all know I'm
that
used to
we're-
nighttime
now we're
radio.
enjoying- Now
I'm so
we're
sorry.
enjoying Cardi B and Meg Thee Stallion with Ratchet. You know, like I'm not calling y'all thugs because y'all like Too Short or y'all used to like Snoop Dogg or something. It's just we're understanding each other now.
It's
We're
not- no, no.
understanding our bodies, our
So-
sexuality. Like I mean, honestly, I used to have, and this is, babies close y'all's ears, but I used to have sex with my boyfriend every single day for him not to cheat on me, but he still cheated on me. So I thought that's what my body was for, and I wasn't 9 times out of 10 getting no pleasure out of it.
Right.
But now I know my body, and I know what I want, and I know how I want you to talk to me, and I know what stimulates my mind. I want to get it popping.
Listen,
I'm just saying.
men.
Men can't be objectified. We with the shits. We always with
you
the
can't.
Shits. You can't objectify men.
Right.
If you come with the shits, we gonna bring you the shits.
True.
Yeah, definitely, and I'm not, and that was. I mean, the premise of my question was the fact of how all these women can get upset at like, oh, people calling them thoughts, people calling them hoes, people calling them ratchet, trashy, whatever the case may be. But you out here on OnlyFans putting your stuff out there like that. You on Twitter putting your stuff out
But
there.
listen,
like
though,
that.
but I'm saying, though, but hold on. I gotta come back.
I call that a business
Let
woman.
me finish this point real quick.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So you know what I'm saying? You got them on Twitter, Snapchat, what's the other one? TikTok, OnlyFans, all that stuff. And literally, I'm going through TikTok, and every video I'm seeing is just a chick shaking her butt, and that's it, in a thong and boy shorts, and that's it. You don't even get the chance to see their face. So
Facts.
it's like, yo, what
Facts.
do you expect us to treat you like when we see you if that's all you're putting out there for us?
But why
Can I
do
respond
men
to
get treated like kings? I know a guy right now on the east side that he got a baby's mom, he got 3 kids on the side, he got 10, whatever. But they treat him like a king.
That might be
Why
my
is that?
nephew's daddy.
Because it's what they.
They treat him. I mean, y'all, they treat y'all like kings. But if we do something like that, we're hoes and stuff.
Wait,
Like, it's
No,
not-
whoa.
Can I say?
Can I say this real quick? You can't say that when we're called broke ass niggas.
All the time.
Well,
Right,
no.
right.
Can I say
don't
something?
use that. That's not in my.
Can I-
I
can-
didn't say it was you.
shit
But as far as putting a bad negative stigma on us, broke ass niggas is not uplifting at all.
Can I say something? With men and women, there are 2 sides to the spectrum. There are men that love a respectable woman, and there are men that love a ratchet, fake-bodied.
But they don't love that.
Now
That's-
listen,
they lust
but
that.
listen. They may not love it, but you have to understand, us women, aim to please you men. So when we see you men posting Nicki Minaj and Cardi B and women and Megan Thee Stallion, we're like, okay, this is what he wants. This is what he fantasizes over. I want to be his fantasy. Maybe if I'm his fantasy, then he'll be my husband and we can build a family.
And not put it out there to everybody else.
I'm saying no, but this is the image that you men are putting out there in front of us. You guys talk junk about women having stretch marks. Y'all call it the oatmeal raisin stomachs. No.
Wait.
You better agree with them Tiger stripes.
I'm just
Call me the Tiger King.
I'm speaking.
You better agree with them stripes.
I'm speaking as a broad spectrum. There are men, men don't mind stretch marks, but when we get to the reality of the situation where a woman has had a child, like myself, when I first got pregnant, I was 120 pounds. My first pregnancy, I got to 190 pounds. So that had a lot of room to stretch, and my body wasn't able. So now men actually look at me as damaged goods because I don't have the perfect body, or I don't have just 1 or 2 stretch marks. Men look at me differently because I don't have the hourglass shape. I have a fupa. I have a pouch. I've birthed 4 children.
So this is my thing with that. I think that is a stigma that's put out there.
But that's what y'all are putting out on a daily basis.
Let me finish. I think that's a stigma that's put out there because you see all these people that are uplifting that when it comes to popular or famous people, stuff like that. They'll uplift that. They'll put their body out there that way. You know what I'm saying? They work out to get their body that way. But the average man, I can tell you right now, I deal with about 10 strong dudes, 10 strong black men. Every one of them will be like, yo, I would rather have a chick with a fupa than a chick that ain't got nothing.
We harbor that insecurity.
With the
Right.
y'all take
You'll
that
post.
risk.
What
Y'all
risk?
want the risk if it comes to you like a Cardi B or
No, this is what they do. They post on, ooh, Rihanna is so freaking fine. That's
She
my
is.
wife.
Yeah.
That's my wife. That's prototype.
She's my wife too.
But
What about Michael B. Jordan?
but Alfre Woodard is never talked about as
Yeah.
the bomb woman. You know, she's a beautiful black woman,
I'm
but she
sorry.
doesn't have the perfect asymmetrical features that men want. But she's a strong,
All I
educated
heard,
black
she
woman.
said, I heard what I heard.
We have to. What'd you say, Roddy? But to answer y'all's question, the Cardi B's and the Megan Thee Stallions, they're only after a certain type of fellow as well.
That's
the guy
right.
that's holding the money phone.
That's right.
The guy with the tattoos everywhere.
That's
so
right.
they're not checking for a regular guy either.
But they're the prototype.
So what you're trying. But so
Y'all don't
basically,
have
if
a
you're making
prototype?
if you're making yourself a certain image to attract this particular male, you're going to get what you give, right? The energy that you give.
That's right.
But if you're actually that virtuous woman that's out there, it might be a little struggle because we are conditioned, right? A lot of years of conditioning to identify or define what beauty is.
Right.
You might have a little more struggle being a virtuous woman, but you still, get back the energy that you get.
Yeah.
It's not that we have struggle. It's just we have to basically jump through hoops. If we don't have the perfect body, or we don't have money in the bank on top of money and savings, we have to actually jump through hoops. I'm not saying as in we have to put ourselves out there on social media, but we have to make ourselves more likable in order to attract, because we have a lot of men who are intimidated by our strength and our education. We have men that, even though we're pretty in the face and have a good mind and have a good goal, our bodies aren't perfect.
Stop fucking with him, shorty. That's it. Just stop fucking with the. Hey, you know what I mean? That's.
It's not the people that I'm fucking with, because my husband, he loves me for me.
Hey.
He loves every bit of my body, every stretch mark, everything. But when I'm out here presenting myself to the world as an artist, it shames me that the first thing they're looking at is, what's her body look like?
Are they looking at, as soon as you walk by, you turn around, look, they looking at your butt?
I've got inboxes because a lot of my pictures, I post my smile, I post my face, I don't post my ass, I don't post my body. I've had people inbox me asking me, well, why don't you do full body makeup and let us see your whole body?
Oh, really?
I'm like, I'm a makeup artist. I do special effects. Do you?
Creeps.
Unless you're hiring me for services.
That's a creep.
Well, it wasn't a creep. It was actually somebody that was asking me to do makeup on myself and play a part in a movie role in Texas. And because I am a small woman, but I am not proportionately perfect. So when I told him my measurements, he was like, well, can you do some full body pictures with makeup? And I'm like, okay, well, I sent him a picture of me in, something like this. It showed my shape. But he wants something more revealing and seen, like, if I'm perfect, flawless.
Aisha, real quick, can I interject? The double standard is we're not going to call nobody's show out, but I did befriend somebody on another show a long time ago. And I was like, Shawty, why you always got your breasts out on the show? And she was like, I get them views, though.
Sex sales.
But she wasn't getting those views. But she wasn't getting those views.
So, but in her mind, she was like, I
Her
got
breast
to use what I got to get what I want. So you can't say, love me for who I am, and then you on the camera like, bloop.
Right. Exactly.
He summed up my question perfectly right there with that
exactly.
saying. With that saying. That was perfect. Women want us to love them for who they are and want us to be with them for who they are. But yet still, you out here once again. Flaunting on OnlyFans.
You can go on any. Hold up. You can go on any of my social media pages and you will not see an ass pic. You will not. The majority of pictures that you see on my profiles are my face, my smile.
Grown woman.
I feel that I can capture you more with my eyes and my smile than I can with my ass. This ain't gonna be here long. The older I get, the more saggy it gets. Gravity takes hold of me.
I was gonna say, Aisha, because the picture we posted this episode, who was that from?
Out there.
Hey, that was a race trainer. That was a race trainer. Sure.
Hey, do me a favor.
Them waist trainers.
We go to the mix real quick, man. Can you mix a question of the day with Linda with the news with Linda with a Y? The outro, because I'm not doing the question of the day. She just threw it all out there.
You out here working, Linda. You hear what I'm saying? Took the boy.
We gonna come up with one.
Find another question.
Hold on, y'all not. Hold on, I'm not done. I'm not done with my news. Okay.
Oh, we still got news.
Hollywood.
Y'all took over my segment a little bit. Let me get this back in track.
Okay.
Yes.
It was a yeet.
Okay. So in the community news today, my niece graduates today.
Hey, congratulations.
Hey, congrats, niece.
Congratulations.
Destiny, Carol, and Jesse.
What's her name?
Destiny. Carol and Jesse.
Carol Ann.
Yeah,
That's
the
the
shirt.
part I wanted to hear. Carol Ann.
Come to the light, Carol.
Yes. Carol and Jesse. And she will be graduating from, I graduated from Water Ridge in 19, none of your business.
None of your business.
We already know.
But
Go ahead.
on my prom picture. But she's graduating from Water Ridge, so go Scots. We're going to my mom's. We're going to celebrate. It's going to be a virtual graduation. Mike Red was the commentator. Am I saying it right?
Yep, Mike Red.
Mike Red. He's going to be introducing all the students, and then they show their picture. We just stand in the living room. Just some boring SHIT, but we're going to get it done.
Oh,
Right. It's for a good cause.
Yes, so we're going to see my baby graduate. Y'all get to see her. Y'all get to meet my
Congratulations.
mama. Good luck. Good luck.
Yes.
Good luck with my mama. All right.
We good. We good. You know how we get down.
I am. That was the latest news.
Exactly.
Good luck to your mama.
Right. Mom, he got you the church candy. He's gonna sprinkle you with church candy.
Miss Loretta. Ready for the rest of the tour.
All right, that was the latest news with intern Linda with a Y.
Yes.
Now back to your auntie's favorite DJ Layla.
Let us be ourselves during your segment, Linda.
Yes.
We appreciate you.
Coming up, girl. You hear me?
It's a shame what I'm about to
That
do.
poor baby be like, wait a damn minute.
I'm sorry,
Yo! Let's work. Thank you, Con Artist, on the check-in. I see you, boy. Shout out to everybody uptown, in town, out of town. Aisha's in the building. Voice of Harlem. Huh. It's Peasy's birthday. So fresh. When she born, huh? Yo! I won't. Sexual. Then I'm the capital A, DC. Precinct. You sing it, come on. So for real. So for real. So for real. Time check, El Boogie. What you tell him, huh? Now. So what you say, huh? for anybody who's going through a struggle right now. Anybody who's going through a struggle, change is going to come. I'm here to tell you about it. And I hold. Come on, Quan. Here's what you. It is now time. It is now time. Hey! Hey!
Oh na na na. Oh na 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 na. Oh na na. Give us a scream. Ah yeah. Kamala, 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 Harris, 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 yes, Harris, Harris, Kamala Harris. Oh, that's what you want? Hazamanya, my body, see, move, we move. Woo! Hey, y'all. This one right here, I'm voting. I'm just gonna say what I'm gonna do. I'm voting for Kamala the Harris.
The Harris.
The Harris.
The headrest.
The headrest. Kamala the headrest. Because sometimes, you know what, my mama and my sisters and my grandmothers who ain't here, they gonna sleep. Because they got Kamala the headrest. I'm excited, y'all. I can't even lie. I'm excited about having a black woman running for vice president or, you know, nominated. VP, you know. That's huge, you know. You know, we see women as, you know, crackheads and prostitutes, and they never make it to the upper echelon of life. It's just, you know, we made it, y'all.
We made it.
You know the bad thing is?
We made it. That's how I feel right now. I mean,
you know what the funny thing is?
What's the funny thing?
The funny thing is she's Indian and black, so you know what I'm saying?
What is she?
She's Indian, like from India.
She's
and black.
Jamaican.
I'm sorry,
Where?
Jamaican and Indian. Her mom's from India, her dad's from
So,
Jamaica.
so let me, okay. So she's like a hybrid of us.
Yeah, it's Asian, India.
No, she said she is Trinidadian.
Trinidadian and
black.
And black.
Oh, well, her daddy said
She
her mama said she's
is
from
a
India.
breed of another.
She's a mutt.
Yeah, she like. She like a white person and a black person when they have a kid. I mean, she puts other on her applications.
She claims black. She don't claim her other heritage.
She is a liar.
Yes!
Big old liar.
Preach, brother, preach.
Come on, somebody. I'm excited, y'all. You better sing that song. She is a liar.
Yeah.
All politicians are liars. Let's get this out the way. All politicians are liars.
Everybody's a liar.
Everybody's a liar. I lied this morning.
What you lie about, Deacon?
I told Rena Center I wasn't at home. Hey, that joke was ringing my doorbell. He was ringing my doorbell like ding, 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 ding. I was sitting right there drinking my coffee like.
You ain't worried about it at all.
Not at all. But anyway, vote Biden and Harris.
Can y'all check on her to make sure she all right?
Is you
How
okay
you
over
doing
there?
over there, intern?
I'm
man?
the guinea pig.
Yeah. For all y'all who's looking right now, y'all
They
serious?
got
Looking.
held hostage.
She her neck over here looking like.
She's like she about to get a shave, don't she?
Yeah. She like Mister.
Where's Celie? Gone and shave?
Go to shave Mister.
You done thought about
Oh,
snap.
This is hilarious. I'm loving this show today, y'all. I'm loving this.
Hey, we needed the vibe.
That's all I got. That's all I have. Nothing else.
Yeah, nothing else.
Our segment is going way too long today. I want to make sure we stay in.
We have heard
clouded today.
Deacon
Come on, somebody.
Petty. Thank you, Deacon Usually Petty, for
God
your
bless
words.
Kamala, Kamala. Harris.
And the heritage intro that we
The
wasn't ready
Harris,
for.
the Harris. Kamala.
The headrest.
The Harris, the Harris.
1212, you're listening to the Uptown Crew. We do this each and every single Saturday. I want to take a minute. We're going to play the commercials, but I want to shout out Ohio Shakes. Beautifully created by Kyle, Diamond Travel, Wiggle Juice, the company,
Come on, somebody.
Honey Glow, Prominent Fragrance, man. There's so many, more than soul food, Shy's Perfect Creations. We got everybody that is on board with this, not to mention stateofhiphop.com and the people who make this all possible. Shout out to George and Brandon, WTMH Radio. So, we only bring this to you via them and their support and your support. So thank you. If there's something that we're doing wrong, just let us know. But we're going to keep on partying. Let's go.
Hey. What happened? Oh. He do that every time you hear something like.
That's personal need on your team, though.
When I start my church, you was my sound man. I'm telling you. I need a good sound man when I start my church, but.
Please in here. What's up, Town? Thank you for tuning into the Uptown Show. Let's go. I am. Come on, let's go. Sing the song, huh? Oh, baby. Let's go.
Look at his kicks, look at his car. All I say is, yo, mommy, I'm no good. I'm so good. Clap with your soul, so good. Leave, got this over, killer. I'm not your companion, or your knees stand. You hit me when you wanna get rid. I be scrambling with lots of mobsters, shot for lobsters, cops and robbers. Listen, that block is block. But she like the way I diddy bop. You beat
Say.
We stay fly, no lie, and you know this. Lips and thighs, oh my, stay focused.
Can't pay for my 5 big cars. 8 rides to drive in my garage. Stay sky high, fly with the stars. G4 flights, 80 grand large. So we lean with it, pop with it. Purple Jones, you know with the top missing. I'm saying clean with the bottom kitty. I hopped out, saggy jeans and my block glisten. But I spent about 8 grand, mommy on stage, doing the ring dance. She let it hit the floor, made it pop. Got my pedal to the floor, screaming f***ing cops. We fly, no lie, you know this. All we rise outside, it's like showbiz.
We stay fly, no lie, and you know this. Lips and thighs, oh my, stay focused.
We gon' take a ride tonight. So let's slide. Alright. And we gon' get it on tonight.
Now it's downtown clubbing, ladies' night. Seen Shorty, she was crazy, right? And I approached baby like, Mom, what's your age and type? She looked at me and said, you's a baby, right? I told her, I'm 18 and live a crazy life. Plus I tell you what the 80s like, and I know what the ladies like. Need a man that's polite, listens and takes advice. I could be on 3, plus I can lay the pipe. Come with me, come stay the night. She looked at me laughing, like, boy, your game is tight. I'm laughing back like, sure you're right. Get in the car. And
don't touch nothing.
And sit in the car, let's discuss something. Either we love it or see you tomorrow. Now we speeding up the west side, hand creeping up on left side. I'm ready to do it, ready to roam, ready for dome. 55th exit, damn, already we home. Now let's get it on.
Okay.
Yeah, baby. Talk your shit.
Hey.
How you doing, Brady? It's high to #1. You know I used to beat that block. Now I beast the block.
Let's work.
I hear you be the block, but I'm the like to keep the streets on. Notice you the type that like to keep them on the leash, though. I'm known to walk alone, but I'm alone for a reason. Sending me a drink ain't appeasing, believe me. Come harder, this won't be easy. Don't doubt yourself, trust me, you need me. This ain't a shoulder with a chip or an ego, but you think they all mad at me. You need a real woman in your life. Good thing, taking care of home and still fly. Good thing, and I'ma help you build up your account. Good thing, better yet, I hope you believe in me. Good thing, in the big meetings for me.
Okay. We swing.
Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Ho, H to the O-V. I used to move snowflakes by the hump. I guess even back then you can call me. Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name. Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name. Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Ho, H to the O-V. I used to move snowflakes by the hump. I guess even back then you can call me CEO of the ROCHELLE. Fresh out the frying pan into the fire. I be the music biz #1 supplier. Fly it in a piece of paper bearing my name. Got the hottest chick in the game wearing my chain. That's right, ho, not DOC, but similar to the letters. No one can do it better. I check cheddar like a food inspector. My homie Strick told me, dude, finish the breakfast. So that's what I'ma do. Take you back to the dude with the Lexus back full of the jewels and the necklace. Let me tell you, dudes, what I do to protect this. Shoot at tractors like movie directors. Say the movie, dog.
Every city he goes, and everybody he knows, the ladies love DJ BRYANT. You are listening to your auntie's favorite DJ, who runs
You are listening to the Uptown Show. I am your auntie's favorite DJ. Thank you so much for tuning in. We just want that smooth vibe right now. That grown shit. Let's go. Hands up. Let's go. Shout out my East Coast people. Let's go.
Those want money.
They don't get nothing but penetration unless it smells like sanitation. I turn like doorknob, heart throb never.
Black and ugly as ever, however.
I stay Gucci down to the socks, rings and watch filled with rocks. And my jam not even is the Gucci. Girls creepy when they see me, now the hoes creep me and they TP. As I lay down laws like Island Coppet. Stop it, if you think you're gonna make a profit. Don't see my ones, don't see my guns. Get it? Now tell your friends, Papa, hit it.
Then split it
In two, as I flow with the junior mafia. I don't know what the hell stopping ya. I'm clocking ya, Versace shade watching ya. Once the grin, I'm in game again. First I talk about how I dress is this and diamond necklaces, stretch Lexuses. The sex is just immaculate. From the back I get deeper and deeper. Help me reach the climax that your man can't make close. But if it ain't real, make I sing the word right here.
I represent Uptown 614. Let's go. Huh. Sing along, ladies. Welcome to your Saturday afternoon. We are the Uptown Crew. Let's work. Swing. If you creeping, I got. If you creeping, I got. You creeping, I got.
You think you bad?
I'm telling you, if she creeping, I got.
Where you going? Where you been? Where's your wit? What's the address? Send me the location.
I missed you so much, I followed you today.
I'm using that. Wow. Hey, I'm using that.
All day.
Wow.
Let's go. How you feeling, El Boogie?
I'm feeling good, man. Y'all got me laughing up here, man, for real today. So for the question of the day today, it's something real simple. Since Hollywood Linda.
She Hollywood, man.
Hollywood Linda.
She didn't graduate.
You know what I'm saying? That's 2 weeks in the whoa.
Yeah, can you
you
shine the
good.
camera on her really quick before you go into the question? Look what's happening. Let's go through the process.
I was gonna say,
What's that dude with the afro, that paint? You gotta get his voice.
Bob Ross.
Bob Ross.
Bob Ross was like, we're gonna put a tree right here in the middle of this fern.
You know, if you ever need to slit her neck
The right way?
Wow.
go from ear to ear.
Because he's positive regardless of no time or weather.
He like
Bob Ross is on. Go ahead.
We're gonna add some crimson red.
That's my dad.
Get the brush strokes.
Let's put a tree here.
Yes, and then you just
Add a little fountain here. All right.
sorry,
Let's-
but
Go ahead, but you know,
Let's add some clouds.
Let's have fun today.
Hey, man, we having a good time. So the question of the day is, so y'all know they're testing out the vaccines and everything right now. So they're they got it in human trials, but they're only testing the vaccine to see if it has any side effects. They're not putting people in there with the COVID-19 and you know what I'm saying, all of that. But what they're doing is they're taking monkeys and they're giving them the vaccine, and then they're putting them in there and exposing them to the COVID-19. There was some people that's had some problems with that. Are y'all got a problem with the monkeys being tested on that way?
I got a problem.
They been doing it. They been doing it. They been doing it. So
yeah, they've been doing it, but they got some real issues. Like
I got a problem with that.
Yeah, like you said, Peter going. Oh, nice.
My problem is
so. Go ahead, Digga.
They want to find out what this thing can really do. Why don't they just test on themselves?
Yeah.
Why put the animals? I mean, this is my first time having to realize I feel some type of way about that.
A weigh in. This Digga's first weigh in, y'all.
This is my first. I feel some type of way. Like you gonna actually give animal that COVID, and then see how it reacts to it
with the because they have the vaccine in it. So
with the vaccine.
Yeah.
And then so they're gonna take this same thing and then give it to us humans. And then they're gonna have a commercial that says, if you have experienced any of these side effects, I'm trying to figure out. Come on, man, this ain't about. It's a money game now. Like it's all a money game.
It definitely
and
is.
Leave the monkeys alone.
Leave the monkeys alone. So you cool with them testing? You would rather them tested on
Caesar for president 2024. Caesar
from Animals or
Planet of the Apes. Yeah, Caesar for president. They got me messed up. Leave my homies alone.
Well, I would say I would rather that than you try to target Africa and try to make them the first guinea pigs, because that's what you wanted.
Where did it start at?
Right.
Huh? Where did it
here?
No, where did
China.
this? China.
Oh, in Wuhan.
So let's go over there. To Ching Ching and Yang Yang. And Ming Ming Ling. Ming Ming Ling.
Sorry, sponsors.
Nah, ain't no sorry.
We had a little Henny.
That's no. This ain't got nothing to do with that. I would say this on a regular day. You better take that over there.
Is the product finished? Hold on, wait, we gotta break in the question today just to zoom in on the finished product.
She over there looking like Jesus help.
Hold up, wait, let me make it.
She got a. But yeah, Boogie.
She need a
they can
nurse.
still hear me while.
She need a nurse. And she over there smiling. You can't smile. You gotta have a terrified face. That ain't it. You ain't never been cut. I can tell.
Yeah, she gotta give her gashes. She giving her gashes. Hey, anybody got no camera?
I got a freeze frame right here.
Okay, you got a freeze frame. Okay. She giving face. Like she giving face.
Oh wow, I do look. Ooh, this is a bad crime.
Yeah, we got the world famous
on season 7 of The
Aisha
Walking
Posey.
Dead.
Special effects
Man.
artist.
I don't know what this is.
Cramps. Think of cramps.
Let me get this angle, Em. So Aisha, turn this way.
I don't know what to do.
You know
Give me a face on this.
You just be in pain.
Oh, it's running and everything. Okay.
Be in pain.
Cause she likes to put some emotion in her. I need you to look up at the camera, Aisha. There we go. 1, 2, and 3. Look, you are invited to our living room, so this is why we are just giving you the full experience. It's gassy.
This is amazing.
It fits into the whole passionate. It's the whole
She had to figure out what figure to put up.
But yeah, we're gonna interview her in just 1 minute. We just wanted to show you the finished product because
That was fast too.
the show is growing, and we want to bring people of the community, but not only people of the community, people of the world who have different creative talents, and we invite them. Whatever you do, whether it's rap, sing, produce, if you're a politician, which we have. Stu, I think Stu Hampton coming in today. Is it Stu Hampton? Was it?
Yeah.
Stu is coming in just a few moments at about 3:30, so we're going to give him about 10 minutes as a platform. And just like we did last week when we had the young lady come in, if we run over, this is what we do. We don't have anybody that comes after us, pause. So you know what I'm saying? We can just right. we can extend the show just a little bit. But L Boogie, just could you wrap up like what your thoughts are on the monkeys being used?
I'm team human, so if we got a test on animals, so be it.
Yeah, Peter's not gonna.
Look, that I'm getting from him.
Hey, you know what he's thinking in his mind?
What's that?
Leave the monkeys alone.
Leave the monkeys alone.
I ain't mad at what they doing though. Don't get me wrong. I did feel like you at one point in time, like, yo, if you want to test on somebody, test on yourself. But at the same time, it's like survival of the fittest. Guess what? You guys aren't one of the fittest, so you're gonna get tested on.
Actually, monkeys are the fittest.
No, they're not, because they in cages right now.
Well,
the ones that got caught, the ones that got
they
caught.
don't.
But you ain't winning no match with no monkey.
Monkeys, that's
my
not
point exactly.
Monkeys in the wild.
You ain't fighting.
I ain't going one-on-one with no monkey.
I ain't going on the water with no gorilla.
Nah, you don't want that strength.
Monkeys in the wild,
Your
yes,
arm
they
off.
definitely are the fittest.
You might get hit like this. That would be sorry. You imagine somebody come over and hit you in the head like. I was, bruh.
So do y'all want to ask what I think?
Yes, what do you think? Go ahead.
No, we did that. Go ahead, Linda.
Yeah, okay, so leave them animals alone. Like, first of all, I'm on the same page as Charlemagne the God. I know y'all don't like him that much, but I love him.
Yeah.
But I love him. I read his books. I love him. I just can't wait to.
Yeah.
That's my dream interview.
So let me get this.
But listen, I don't want y'all mess with the monkeys.
Brother List.
You don't want them messing with the monkey?
No, I don't want to mess with
Caesar.
monkeys.
What would you rather them test on?
No, I'd rather they don't.
They don't what?
I'm not taking the vaccine. Like I'm with Charlemagne. Like you first. So I need to see your results.
I'm not taking
as a
the vaccine
human.
either.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like,
I
you
pass.
first. Yeah, I pass. I'm
No
not
chips
doing
going in me, sir.
No, I refuse. But I heard that there was something that they're going to start making it like a rule to get jobs and stuff like that. Like you have to have the vaccination. Like remember when they was doing the flu shots?
I never got one.
Yeah.
I don't get them.
I never got one either.
Just give me a headache.
Like, in order for your children to go to school, they have to get vaccinations.
For what?
Not mine.
Unless you have that paperwork
Yeah, there you go.
that says that they are exempt. Yes.
There you go.
I have that paperwork, but I never turned it in. So
And that's
my
why
kids are
I'm on the
vaccinated
fence
for
with the
school.
vaccination because I've never gotten a flu shot either. But when I went in the military, you better get that damn malaria shot because you don't want nothing over there when you're going overseas. So
Yeah.
I won't say I haven't gotten any vaccinations. I've gotten, was it malaria, polio, a few other things, that pox, smallpox.
Yeah.
When you're in the military, you have to get shot at with all.
Well, honestly, do they tell you what all they shot in you?
No.
No.
Not in the military. No, you just do it.
Right. They
Yes,
say
sir.
you got to do
Yes.
this, so you do it now.
You
And
get
you're
in
like,
this
okay.
long line of people, and you just walk up, and they got two guns on each side of you, and they shooting you with both of them, like, boop, right in your arm. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
And next, it's like shot. Next.
Next, you walking in an assembly line. Sorry if I'm giving away government secrets, but
Well, that's something that you and my brother could probably talk about. He was in the military.
all day. That is the question of the day. L Boogie, appreciate you so much, sir.
No
We
doubt.
still got some more show. Waiting on our politician to come through. 1212, we are the Uptown Crew. Thank you so much for tuning in wherever you're from. I know California is always usually on the check-in. Jacksonville, Florida, Houston, Texas, Cincinnati, Ohio, Cleveland. We got, we're going to play one song. Then we're going to get into your interview real quick before the politician gets here. Let's close it.
Can I request a song?
What you want to hear?
WAP.
We will.
Okay, this will be the
If it
first
was
time
the
that I heard
video,
this song.
if it was the video, it would be great. But there's no video, so we gotta actually listen to them.
I never heard the song. Period. I haven't even.
Oh, their lyrics are trash.
All right, well, it is what it is.
Linda wants to go here. We're going to get to it.
Linda and her ratchetness.
Meg.
Megan Thee Stallion, go ahead and do everything they said in that song.
You know, woken him. He said the color purple. The dead has arisen.
Dead has arisen.
And Safari got the bad out.
Man.
And he stole that shit from me. He heard my mom.
So 3 songs and we gonna end it on WAP. Here we go. Let's go. We in that ratchet hour. Let's go. Huh. That's Stu. Somebody gotta let him in. Yeah, thank you though. Somebody gotta go get him. Yeah. Somebody gotta go get him. Can you go get Stu? Thank you.
Shake that shit like jelly.
Yeah.
Put me on your plate and slurp that shit up like spaghetti. Man, I make this shit look easy. I ain't trying, I just be me. I ain't never met a hoe I felt like I had to compete with. This the type of booty make a nigga drop his bitch. Wait, this the type of ass when I get home, he washing dishes. He wanna ride on the horse, he need to give me the keys to a Porsche. I told him until you finish your dinner, how can I let you leave off for the porch? Well, let me buddy your corn on the car. We give each other more neck than the bar. He like to put a little all on my ass before he records, so I feel like a star. Rolling like I'm Tina. Make this booty giggle like you Martin and I'm Gina. Put me in designer. Let me meet your mama. If you got another bitch, don't put me in no drama.
Tell the skinny hoes to point me where the thick hoes at. He want a flat booty bitch, I'm not with all that. I got chills for days and I got wheels for weeks. I bring out the fleet and it bring out the freaks. It's a block party, they done blocked off half the street. She's a big booty bitch, showing ass and cheeks. She's a walking bag of money, she's a masterpiece. The way she running game on you, she's an athlete. That trick.
Want no smoke with me? Then turn this motherfucker up 800 degree. Whole team eat chefs cause she's a treat. She's so bougie, I'll never tease. I'm a savage, attitude nasty. Talk big shit, but my bank account.
This your song, you know it.
Hood, but I'm classy. Rich, but I'm ratchet. Haters kept my name in their mouth, not a gagging. Bougie. He say the way that thing move is a movie. I told that boy we gotta keep it lowly, me the room key. I done bled the block and now it's hot, bitch, I'm Tunchi. I'm mood and I'm moody. I'm a savage. Classy, bougie, ratchet. Sassy, moody, nasty. Acting stupid, what's happening? What's happening? Bitch, I'm a savage. Classy, bougie, ratchet. Sassy, moody, nasty. Hacking, stupid, what's happening? What's happening? Hips tick tock when I dance. On that demon time, she might start her OnlyFans. Big B and that B stand for bands. If you wanna see some real ass, baby, here's your chance. I say left cheek, right cheek, drop it low and swing. Texas up in this thing.
Yep.
Put you up on this game. I be parking my frame. Gang, 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 gang. If you don't jump to put jeans on, baby, you don't feel my pain.
Yo!
Don't give me hype. Write my name in ice.
Can you put the fucking up camera on him? Especially on our guest, cause she fucking it up. You gotta come right here. You got a camera, babe? Hey. Huh. Let's do it. Uh-huh. I can't. Let's work. Huh? Let's go. Oh, wait. Oh. I thought it was a clean version. My bad.
Beat it up, nigga. Catch a charge. Extra large and extra hard. Put this pussy right in your face. Swipe your nose like a credit card. Hop on top. I wanna ride. I do a giggle. What is inside? Spit in my mouth. Look in my eyes. Pussy is wet. Come take a dive. Tie me up like I'm surprised. That's role play. I wear disguise. I want you to park that Big Mac truck right in this little garage.
Good girls looking back at it, and a good girl in my tax bracket. Got a black card and less sex habit.
I'm gonna come out of it though.
I do balls down mountains. My main thing is black magic. Never
If I mess up, I'm gonna come right out of it. Mean. I'm so sorry.
National anthem hats off, then I curved it like a bad horse. Let me get a number 2 with some max sauce. Or on a run tour with my mask.
Me.
Kitty on fleek, pretty on fleek. Pretty king, always keep them on geek. Riding through Texas, feed him for his breakfast. Every time I whip it, I be talking so reckless. He said, "He is tight." I say, "Yeah, no, you right." He said, "Hey, you so little, but you be really taking that." I say, "Yes, daddy, I do." Give me like NYU. I said, "Teach me." I said, "Teach me." All this learning here is by you.
Playing everything you wanna hear. It's your auntie's favorite DJs. DJ Lane Love.
WTMH Radio.
Fleet Nation on the Fleet DJ Radio.
Once again, we have had a ball with our guest today, Aisha Posey. Visions of Love has blessed us with a great time.
Y'all done got me all hot and sweaty up in this.
And we ain't got no air to begin.
It's all right. It's all right. It's all right.
But the effects that you done on, Linda, intern Linda with a Y. is-
Hollywood
I mean,
Linda.
she. We appreciate you for being a
After
volunteer.
December, that's my name. Thank you, Elba.
Hollywood.
Oh, that's Lane. I stole it from Lane.
Hollywood Linda.
thank you, Lane.
It don't even matter. You're gonna be Hollywood anyway.
Right.
So you're so creative. Like, did it start from being little and doing this, or how'd you get started doing it?
It was actually therapy for me. I started painting on glasses and glassware, vases, and things of that nature. I had a Queen on the Throne glass go viral. And it was like from that, I wanted to be more artistic. I wanted my art to be my therapy because I suffer from PTSD, depression, anxiety. So there would be times when I'd be sitting in my makeup room and I would just paint my face straight black. No SFX, no glam, no nothing. I would just paint myself straight black and I would feel better. So then it grew into doing the cut creases and then the glam makeup, and then from the glam makeup it grew into the special effects and making monsters and blood, guts, and gore. So it's therapeutic for me, and it also makes me feel good when I have a client and after I'm done with the client's look, they're like, "Oh my God, this is exactly what I wanted," and I'm like, "Yes, score one for me." So support your girl. I'm going to Hollywood, so I'm speaking it into existence. I'm manifesting it through verbs right now.
Hey, it's gonna happen. If you speak it, it's gonna happen.
Currently, I am nominated for the 2021 BB Online Awards. That is being held in Atlanta, Georgia.
Okay.
But the curator's CEO has been following me for the past year, and he's the one that nominated me. He was like, "I wouldn't have you anywhere else. I'm up for most artistic. So if you guys want to vote for me, all you have to do is like the picture. If you want to send me a 1-minute video telling them why I should win most artistic,
right?
I would greatly appreciate it. It's
Yeah,
500 votes if you send me a video.
Okay, cool.
So
yeah. We support you. I'm support you all day.
I will share that link on my page later on tonight. And just follow me, Visions of Love 614 on Instagram. Same on TikTok, Facebook, Visions of Love, or Aisha Posey, my personal page. I'm always putting out new looks. I'm always getting new clients. I'm always advocating for our community. And it doesn't matter what event you have or what show, filming, whatever you have planned, don't cheat yourself. Treat yourself.
That's my
And
motto.
book Visions of Love. My motto is up your equity.
Okay.
So
go ahead, baller talk.
Yes.
Big money talk right there.
If you ain't booking me,
I got a question. I got a question
Yes.
because we're just gonna get straight to it.
Okay.
So, what kind of jobs do you get doing this? Yeah.
I get.
I get straight to the money.
I've gotten drag queens. I've gotten
Really?
Yes. I've gotten people that are obsessed with Satan.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I've had people that have rosacea or hyperpigmentation or alopecia, or they have a lot of discoloration. I have women of all walks of life.
Mm-hmm.
You know, your run of the muck teacher, librarian, to your hot girl on the hood that wears the pink and blue hair 7 days a week.
Mm-hmm.
So it doesn't matter what walk of life you come from. It doesn't matter your skin tone. It doesn't matter your skin texture. You come to me, and I will make you the best you have ever seen yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And I can stand behind that. I can guarantee my work on that. Whether it be a video, gore, SFX, glam, prom, wedding, I got you covered, because me having OCD, I'm not going to let you walk out of my chair unless you are perfect.
Now, how long have you been doing makeup?
Professionally for about 3 years.
Okay.
Special effects only 2 years.
Okay.
So I'm self-taught.
Okay.
You know, it's just me trying out different things, just saying, I wonder if I can do this. You know, last year I did 3 different looks in October, and I won 3 different costume contests with prize money of $300 or more.
Okay.
So if you come to me this Halloween and you book me to do your Halloween makeup, I'm guaranteeing you will win the costume contest.
He's scared to cry, by the way.
Wow. Now.
Sorry about that, y'all.
Just one more question.
Yeah.
Who do you look up to as a makeup artist? Like, who do you follow? Who do you say, I like that look, let me critique that look into my own? Like, who helped you build your craft?
I don't truly, honestly have somebody that I looked up to as far as work. When it came to my work, it came to, what am I feeling?
Yes.
What do I want to portray? What energy do I want to put out? As far as my motivation, it's my children. I'm trying to build a legacy and an empire to pass down, so they don't have to be employees. They're going to be employers.
Exactly.
They don't have to go to college and spend $150,000 to get a degree that is just going to put them in debt for the rest of their life. No. As soon as you come out of high school and you decide what you want to do, you have a full-blown empire company that is able and fully capable of running 24 hours a day. So either get this money or get stuck in debt.
Absolutely. Oh my gosh, it was such fun. We have to have don't interrupt us. We're about to make a date.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
Y'all can do y'all's little spa days and get your little feet done and whatnot.
Yes.
I need your number after the show, man.
Yes. I gave you my card.
Okay, yeah, so I can call you on there. Okay.
Yes, that is my personal cell phone number.
Do you have any questions?
No, y'all summed up everything.
Like, we've been here before,
Yeah,
so
we
know.
done this. We know. Real quick, when you answer, I'm going to leave the room really quick, but I'm going to ask you the question and still speak to the audience. How did you get on Flair's show, Narcissistic Radio?
Because I am who I am.
Oh, shoot. That's the short answer.
Yeah, I'm saying that's all over reality. I mean,
You're an original crew member, right? You're an original crew member of Narcissistic Radio, or no?
Kind of, sort of, yeah.
Kind of, sort of. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
I am a businesswoman first. I am corporate America to the finest that you will ever receive in a black woman. So a lot of people depend on me and try to get me into their circle because they know I'm all positive. I am all good. They know when I put my work into something, it's going to succeed. So Flair added me to Narcissistic Nation because he's seen me as an asset. He's seen me as somebody that could bring good content, bring good personality, bring good energy. So that's why I came to Narcissistic. Plus, I hate the jerk, but I love him. You know, that's my brother from another mother. You know, he's a jerk for the rest of his life, but I mean, I'd fight over him. So
there it is.
Period.
I think that's how we all feel about Lane.
yeah, I go back and forth. You know what? I tell him, Your ideas are welcome, but at the end of the day,
You sound like Flair.
your
Oh, my
ideas are
God.
always welcome.
That's that light skin
But
shit.
do I listen? Oh shit.
Yes.
Do I listen to no crew? Do I
definitely
listen
listen. You definitely
all
listen.
day?
You listen? Yeah, you do.
Thank you.
After
Now-
putting up a fight.
A little bit. I'm an alpha. I'm sorry. I'm an alpha.
But he do apologize.
I take ownership. Yeah, I do.
Yes,
Thank
he
you.
does.
Appreciate you, Linda.
He does.
So before we introduce our next guest, again, going back, I ain't gonna get sentimental or nothing, but this guy right here, I told him head on. I said, bro, I'm not fucking with you, and that was because he was just with them rowdy boys, and he's not. He is a rowdy boy, but he's not. He got a lot of sense. He got a lot of smarts, and I'll definitely listen to him. And I don't really listen to a lot of 19-year-olds, but I listen to him and what he, you know what I'm saying, has to say, because he reads a lot. He's on YouTube and everything, trying to learn more and better himself, which is why he has a shot here at the Uptown Show. So before he mixes, I asked him to play one song, and he'll see why in just a minute. Go ahead and play that for me real quick. Okay. We're going to get to the chorus and sing it real quick. Hold on. Here we go. Okay. Uh-huh. Everybody sing. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, my man. Do your thing, boy. Give us one song, and then we're going to bring in, He's going to give us about 3 songs, and then we're going to interview. This is my joint. Turn your lights on.
Turn your lights on. It's about that time, Lord. Turn your lights on. Turn your lights on. Cold light. Turn your lights on. Street light. Turn your lights on. Turn your lights on. Turn your lights on. Turn your lights on. It's about turn your lights on. Turn your lights on. I know you got a birthday question in this right here, baby.
If you work your way, then I work mine. We came here together so we can have fun. Me and you, baby, going one-on-one. This is the last chance for us to get on. So either get loose or you ought to get lost.
I got you. He doing instrumental right now.
All right, 1 2 1 2. You're listening to the Uptown Crew. We are in the after show, and as always, the show is growing. So, hold on, real quick. Let me do this. Let me do that real quick. Thank you. As we said before, the show is growing. So when we have people of importance that want to at least give their 10 minutes of the show, we give them that spotlight, man. And I told the crew, and they were very excited. It just lets us know that we are not for ourselves anymore. We are spokesmen of the people, of the community. So we have a responsibility now to watch what we say and the things that we do now. When we having fun, don't judge us on that, because we're going to have fun regardless. When we play certain things or whatever, get out your little box, get out, you know what I'm saying, get out your little freeze ice box or what have you, and loosen up, because that's what we going to do when we come here. But trust me, we got some sense around this show, and we know everything that's going on. So please don't judge one segment or, you know what I'm saying, by the whole show. But that leads me to say this. Please, because we don't have my sound effects, please, everybody, welcome running for City Council, Stu Hampton, everybody.
All right.
Thank you so much for joining us. The headphones are right there. So before I get into talking to our student council elect, I want to thank the gentleman to his right. The gentleman to his right, because we go back a long time. He noticed my work in the community. He was like, he came to me 5 years ago and he said, Lane, you're not just a DJ, man. You're a representative. And I'm going to charge you and I'm going to hold you to that. Yeah, I remember that. You said you are a representative, and I'm going to hold you to that, because a lot of young brothers are watching you, especially this young brother to my left right here. You know what I'm saying? He's 19 years old today, on Monday. And you spoke that into existence, brother, and I appreciate the work that you did. So when you hit me up and said Mr. Hampton was coming on our show, I said he's more than welcome, you know what I'm saying, to speak his piece and say what he has to say. But how you feeling, brother?
I'm feeling all right. Hey, I wasn't ready for that, but all right.
All the way from ATL, man.
All the way from.
Where you from here?
I'm from here. Yeah, I'm Mifflin, Arlington Park. I'm South Mock, baby. You
all
know
day.
What I mean? 43 to 11, all day, every day. You know, Zone 5.
Yeah.
One of the things though, before we go any farther, I wanted to clear up. Yes, we got City Council elect Stuart Hampton with us, and we're going to support him and get behind him and do everything we need to do to put him in a position to change our community in which we live in and the ones we don't live in. But it's more important that we come here as 3 men, because we want to introduce Mr. Harvey Neal with us too.
Okay,
we don't want to, he's very important. He's going to run the center of encouragement as the COO of the operation, and that was our main reason for coming to Uptown Media, not only to support y'all, but in order to get the word out that we're community based, and we wanted to we just wanted to come on
and then to get our name out there. And I don't know what else to say.
No. We appreciate you. Like I said, anybody who you bring in, we are representing you know the community. But you brought in City Council elect Stuart Hampton.
Yes.
Welcome, sir. As we are seeing a lot of changes that we don't understand in politics right now, can you help us out as to, number one, why you're running, right, and how should Americans, especially urban, not even urban, but just us as African Americans, how should we feel about voting? Because if you caught the show earlier, we are house divided right now, even amongst us, right? So how should we vote come November? And with all we're going to talk about the obstacles of voting in just a minute, but just to answer those first two questions for me, please.
Is that on a national level or on a local level?
Both.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so first of all, thank you, Delane, for inviting me here, man. And,
yes, sir.
Taking the opportunity to use this platform that we do have. One of the things that we all had to think about is when we grew up in some type of pain. We grew up in some type of situation. And we can conclude by creating a census and sending them in to, downtown, or sending them wherever they need to go to show them the numbers of what it is or who it is that we're going through. But when you look at this live, when you see us in this room, you see people that's been in the census of pain. They've been in the problems to where they done had a family member or a friend that's done been shot or killed, or done been in a situation where their mindset has been wrecked due to trauma or due to whatever damage it is in a community.
Talk about it.
Well, we done seen community leaders, we done seen politicians come and make promises to the community. They come and tell us what they can do for the community, but they only come and do photoshops and photo shoots in the community where the pain is. But then when it's time to do some stuff, they bounce from the community.
Okay.
Well, after a while, you can come and tease the community with your photoshops, your photo shoots and your little pats on the back. But then they get tired and they want to see some type of action being done after that. You can come and show your face all you want to. You can come and say you love us all you want to. You can actually come and throw us money all you want to. Money is the root of all evil, but actually to correct any type of thing that goes on in the community, you have to be proactive inside of the community. So what better yet? So if we have community leaders that's such as politicians that are scared to come to where the pain is, then just slide over some. Allow that seat to be used for somebody that's going to benefit inside of the community. No, we can't change the shootings. No, we can't stop the shootings, but we can implement things in the community by using those community leaders that are being active, that are at their boots ground, got the boots on the ground, doing the work. So rather than us saying, Stu, why don't you just defund the cops, and take that? No, we don't want to defund the cops. But since the police want to ask for our help when something happens, then, hey, let us get some of that funds so we can come and help you out. Because, hey, in the hood, we got a no snitch policy. Right. But I guarantee you that if you throw some money at some people, some old people might even start speaking and coming out and sitting on the porches like, I know who that was. You said that was how much? 5,000? I got you. Come on over here. Come on, let me tell you about Blue Business. Yeah, but that's just where it come from. You just have to get a community something to work with. Right. And when you get a community something to work with, money is one of the things that we all hungry for, because when we grew up, that was one of the things that we all worked for, worked our tails off, whether we had paper routes, worked in a fast food restaurant. That was just one of the entities that we used. But one of the main things that we missed in the community was when we walked down the streets and we seen neighbors saying, hey, son, I love you. Make sure you get back home. Hey, man, I miss you, boy. What you doing? You better not, or I'll whoop your tail. And then they not only just tell you they whoop your tail, they whoop your tail and tell your mama they whooped your tail. And then when your mama came home, you got another tail whooping. So that's the discipline. That's the type of interaction that we need to bring back to the community. And people need to stop being scared, because when you look at the emphasis, when you look at the image of who it is, it's somebody who is somebody's 14, 15-year-old, 16-year-old person who and they're mentally mindset because they don't get the attention to one of us coming up to them and saying, hey, man, you ain't got to do that. I love you. Let me show you why I love you. And then just reach and teach one. And then when you reach and teach one, somebody else is going to see that image, and they're going to learn the same thing that they learned.
So, Mr. Hampton, let me ask you this, if you don't mind. So, if we as a community have these three dynamics in place: COVID-19, police brutality and the shootings, what do we focus on first? Because before you answer that question, you still have over 40 million people out of work, right?
Mm-hmm.
So now they have to tackle this issue.
Mm-hmm.
At the same time, be afraid to come home from work because somebody's dead in front of their house.
Mm-hmm.
So what do we tackle first?
This is where you throw people under the bus, Lane. Because now this is where the organizations that's inside of the community that's getting these grants, that's getting offerings. I'm not even going to name the people that's getting missionary offerings. But those people that's sitting up there and you taking money from the community, rather you're a carry out, rather you're a church, rather you some type of organization that used the mission of the pain of the community to get money from the community. Now it's time for these people to come together and actually be the puzzle pieces to the community, to where you take that money, whether it's missionary offerings from your church, and allow these people to come together and heal from the things that you're saying that you got on your agenda for the missions that you're implying that you get money from your different organizations. Yes, churches have missionary offerings that's used for the missions of the church. Well, the missions of the church should be generated around the community of the church.
Come on, somebody.
True. So if I use a missionary offering for the missions of the church, then I don't have to worry about the community because my missionary offering is taking care of the community.
Come on,
That's
somebody.
just one entity of it. But if we have a carryout that wants to go out here and sell the community dollar cigarettes, want to sneak and snow, little things to roll blunts and stuff in, then use that money. I'm sorry, sir. Then let me get some of that. I got some other programs for a young man over here. He wants to go to school. He needs a pair of shoes. Let's generate some money to where, since we want to ask people for it, we don't need to. We can generate enough funds around in the community with the people who's already taking money from us in the community. And then it's bringing it right back to the community.
True.
When you do the demographic study of people that have businesses in the community, a lot of them come and do business in the community that don't stay in the community.
Right.
Come on.
Right.
They come and get their money,
Now you
make
talking.
their money, and then
Right.
they bounce. I need somebody to make some money and stay for a minute.
Man.
Sell some, give some free food out. Give your leftovers out.
Live here.
Live here. Actually, come and rent a house out. Come and get a double that's actually being condemned, and let's fix it up together so we can get some homeless off the street, and then we can save shortage of people being homeless on the street if we come together, and if we learn how to just put our egos and our prides to the side,
Come on.
and just learn how to come on one accord, understanding that we under one goal and under one mission, and that's just to take care of us. Because when we look out outside the circle of us, they don't care about us. It's evident. They put leaders in place to actually destroy us. So in order for us to take care of us, we got to put some things to the side.
Okay, I got a question. I'm listening. And what I want to ask you is, because we had this talk last week on the show. I don't know if you listened or not, but we had this talk on the show of why these kids are doing what they're doing. They're bored. They have nothing to do. Now I'm listening to you, and I'm hearing about all this funding and how much we can put back into the community. But what are you going to do to make sure that it keep running? Like, I mean, back in the day, remember we had the rec center. We used to do activities. We could do all that. So what are you going to do to occupy these kids' time or these people's time besides just giving them free shit?
Talk about it.
You went to breakfast with us this morning.
You must have been at breakfast. You must have been at breakfast.
That's the very thing that we
Was you the
addressed.
fly on the wall that Bob Evans was this morning?
Definitely.
Dang,
I mean, because that was like verbatim
That
of
was
everything
just-
we spoke about this morning in the meeting.
Literally,
Okay.
everything.
I
we
would-
just,
okay.
But you got to understand, and y'all made up some good points. We in a pandemic.
Absolutely.
So you're not really going to be able to actually tie down parks, the reserved parks. You're not going to actually be able to go and reserve gyms and actually get into recreation centers, but due to the pandemic and the things that they're going through. But the community, you saying, what can we do? If you saying, what can I do, then you actually haven't been to where I'm at doing stuff. And I'm sorry that I have a small platform to where I'm doing stuff. But every Monday from 6 to 8 p.m., every Monday, from 6 to 8 p.m., whether it's shining or thunderstorming, we still walking through the community of Linden, South Linden,
Okay.
engaging with the community. We used to chant Black Lives Matter. We used to say, no justice, no peace, racist, but then we started seeing the community coming out. We started seeing residents coming out. So then we started getting their attention, talking to them, letting them know that, hey, come and talk to me. What's your problem? What do we need to help you with? We got resources for that. But if you want the resources, come back to the parking lot with us and let us feed you. So every Monday from 6 to 8, we'll walk for an hour from 6 to 7. From 7 to 8 or until the food is gone, we'll feed whoever comes to that parking lot for free. For free.
That's dope.
Wow.
That's on 25th in Cleveland. And we're not just going to feed you for free. We actually got some other organizations that work that come and collaborate with us to where we actually sending you home with food. We sending you home with boxes of food, produce, fresh food. And then we have resources if your mindset ain't right and you need to talk to somebody that can mentally help you get into the right lane. We got people that can actually come there into whatever entity you are, whether you want to be religious or you rather want somebody to adjust to who you are. That's who the people we need in the community. We don't need nobody to come and preach and say, well, you need to do this.
Absolutely.
We don't need nobody to come and smack you on the face and say, you need to do this.
No finger pointers,
we need some people to come and grab and hug these kids and say, I love you. What can I do for you? And then we adapt and adjust and we make our programs and we set it to according to how they are to where we build them up. It ain't about us no more. It's time for us to pass the baton. But then before we pass the baton, allow us to educate these kids.
Come on.
Okay.
We got to educate them first. Once you educate these kids, then you allow them to come together and then you empower them. Once you educate and you empower them and you get them all on one accord, their partner's coming. Their partners is coming. All they got to do now is just adapt to it. And then once you do all of that and then you come together, then you ain't got to worry about everything else. Everything else is just going to come together.
Absolutely.
Right.
What are we to do about the intimidation and voter distraction because it's becoming very intimidating right now on not only who to vote for, but how to vote.
Intimidated.
Yeah, it ain't no intimidation. Let me
Don't
tell you
be
something.
intimidated.
Yeah.
You can't be intimidated just because they want to take the post office boxes up. This is when it's time for the community to step up. We got people who had cars, who have automobiles. You know people who can't go nowhere. So why don't we utilize our transportation that we can use and go and pick up these ballots and go and drop them off for these people who worried about dropping them in the mailbox and them not getting there.
I'm down with that.
So let's trust some people. Hey, listen.
If you look on Stewart's Facebook page, he actually put it out there. Was it this morning?
Yeah, it was this morning.
This morning, and he offers those services himself. He's not sending his representatives out. He's coming. He say, if you need this, call me. I'll come and make sure it gets done. So when you ask him, what is he doing? All you have to do is look him up, and he got his boots on the ground every day.
Look on my live. I'm live everywhere, somewhere doing something, and it's not about attention. When people gotta understand, we got politicians who do things for attention just to get votes. But then when we look for the action, or all we want is just a blueprint. Come back to the community and give me a blueprint to work with. I don't need your money. I got private investors sneaking in with money. Just give me a blueprint to work with, and I go from there.
Now, what is your name on Facebook and Instagram and stuff?
So it's Stu for Change as the politician name, but Stu Hampton as my personal name. And it's a shame that you got to put on the makeup of a politician to actually make the changes into the community. That's right. Yes, sir.
So we're allowed to follow you on your personal
You're allowed
page?
to, yes, you are, because everything I do on my personal page, I do on my campaign page. There ain't nothing that I hide.
Okay. Lane?
Yeah. So, in closing, why are you running? This is like your closing remarks. Why are you running?
Why am I running? Well, it actually just aligns with my platform and why I'm running. I'm actually wanting to bring back the priorities and making our kids our number one accountability. That's number one. We got to make our kids our number one accountability. When we do that, we'll slow down and we'll numb some of this violence because they are accountability. We're responsible for them again, right?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Two, we got to actually come and patrol and take back over our community. Everybody's saying they're tired of the cops. They're tired of the police coming and doing this. Well, if you're tired, come out and put your boots on the ground and let's take care of our own community. And I have a plan for that as well. So if anybody wants to know how we're going to do that, just come out Monday. I will be having a press conference and I'll be introducing a community plan as well. That's actually been approved by the mayor. So that's just platform number two. Number three is every time we come to the hood, we always see a condemned building. We always see some open lot. Well, if we can't use some type of organization or private investor to come and help us either do something with that condemned building or where we can get somebody off the streets and make it their home, or we can knock it down and make it a community garden to where it's actually a teaching point for the community.
Agriculture.
It's some adults don't even know how to make a garden. So that's the
God, that's my new thing.
So that's the new thing right there to where
That's my new party.
So on the property part, on the property piece, that if we can't use it to put a family in there to where they could call it their home, let's knock it down to where it becomes a learning piece for the whole community, teaching people how to build a garden, how to take care of a garden, how to eat from the garden, and learning the resources on how to maintain that garden. That's the whole thing. And then when we do all three of them pieces, all three of them platforms and them vegetable groups, we understand that we can take care of ourselves and don't even have to worry about what they say about us.
Talk about the center of encouragement.
Now, and on that platform, on the other part to where we're reaching out to young men, I already had a program, and Kevin Stringer was with me already, to where it was called Center of Encouragement. We just didn't go to any young man in the hood. We went to the young man that was getting shot at, the young man that was getting beat up on, the young man who was trying to come out of gangs but couldn't have to because of the little initiation disclosures that they had to do.
All right.
So what we did is we created a center of encouragement to where we got Ken Stringer here, we got Harvey Neal here now, to where they have their vision and they have how they want to adapt and connect with young men that's in trouble or need help, that's suffering the same pain that we all grew up from.
Amen.
And one of the things that we lack and that we all used to have is that we missing that one word, I love you.
Yeah.
And that's what these guys is going to bring. They're going to bring back whatever they feel in their hearts that they can adapt to young men.
Harv, you ready to bring the love back to the community?
And however they feel, whatever that love, whatever the entity of it, that's what they're going to bring back to the community. Fellas, is that what
That's
I'm
what
right
it is.
Sound all right to me.
That's what I'm talking
Sound
about.
all right to me.
There
it is. There it is.
I'm digging what you putting down.
There it is.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, sir.
Kev, you want to weigh in real quick before we get up out of here?
Well, yeah, my sole purpose here is to, Delane, you know, every time I come visit you or we talk,
You
you
already
know,
know.
we always
We
talking
chop it up.
about how we gonna improve our relationship, not only personally but like in socially, economically,
Yeah.
and what I would want to put this out here now that I have this platform, Uptown Media, that I'm grateful and appreciative that y'all allowed us to be here with y'all.
Absolutely.
That I want to talk about, or I just want to put this out here, and it's very important in our community. We need to get out and talk to people.
Yep.
And I'm not talking about going door to door. I'm talking about like we need to stop talking to our best friends, our confidants. We need to get out and stop being scared of the stigma of getting counseling.
Right.
Because I've done it for years. And I was like, nah, I ain't going to talk to nobody. But God has a funny way of changing your mind. And I tried it, and I don't see no other way because it helps me in all my
Turn the
relationships.
phone down real quick.
This is I don't know what happened.
That's fine.
That's Stu preaching. That's Stu preaching. And I just wanted to put that out there in my community. I ain't gonna go into too deep into it. I just wanted to dispel that stigma that whether you want to call him a shrink, psychiatrist, counselor, whatever, whatnot. If you feel like your voice is not being heard with the people that you love and amongst the people that you feel like love you, then don't be afraid to reach out and talk to somebody and throw away that baggage or unpack those that whatever you
I-
is.
and I wanna-
mental illness.
Mental illness.
Not only that, but-
depression.
Yes.
Just
Trauma.
You know how many you know like I got a Stu knows, Harv knows. I got a bunch of brothers and sisters. But I grew up feeling like I was all by myself, and I know it's no way that I'm the only one that ever felt like that or feels like that.
Right.
So you know, there's a lot of times when you share with your brother, hey man, I'm feeling like that. Oh man, get out of here. You know better. We wasn't taught like that. We was
Right.
raised better. Or you talk to your mom or your dad, but since they already have a sense of who you are or have already have a preconceived representation in their mind of you already, no matter what you say, they're always going to give you a biased opinion or biased advice, and a lot of times that's not what we need. So we need.
Yeah, you don't, and then another thing, you don't need a guest person around you. Yes, yes, or,
We
you know, or try to lecture
we
you.
need to be able to let our energy out without it being scrutinized or falling on deaf ears. You know, like when you talk to somebody, it's very important to you if they understand where you're coming from, right? Right. And what comes with that is them hearing you in the first place.
Yeah.
A lot of times we talk to our friends and family, and since they know us, they hear our voices, but they not listening to us.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's torture. Mentally, like you said, it's like, and it falls into all these different things of dark places. And we, in our community, we say I ain't going to talk to nobody. That's taboo and all those things. And if I don't speak on it, it'll go away. It'll heal itself. We're gonna pray on it. And like Harv said, he said you can't pray everything away. A lot of times it takes action. God bless the child that hold his own, right?
But I want to say something. According to first, before you seek the professional help and them being open, one of the things that you did twice for me is provide a forum. You rented out a recreation center.
Yeah.
And I tell you, in that recreation center, we locked that door. It was thugs, drug dealers, politicians, reverends. It was everybody it was men. It was like a secret meeting. And we stayed in that room until we worked it out. And we ain't work out everything.
Right.
But then
everybody's voices was heard.
Before we left, whether you was high on the horse or whether you was in the gutter, we hugged each other and said, I love you, brother.
Everybody was on the same level.
That was dope.
Right.
So then from that point, you know what I'm saying, we could understand, okay, my brother doesn't hate me. He just doesn't understand me.
Right.
So if we could all come and talk together, because you may have had a college education, brother.
Right.
That's all you know is the block.
True.
But if we all come together and put together our grievances as African American kings, then maybe we can start having some understanding. So I appreciate you for inviting me to both forums, my brother, because I got enlightened from both of those
We're
meetings.
We're gonna have more town meetings. What he's speaking of, a few years ago, I think it was October of 16. I had a town hall meeting at Lula Pearl or Douglas Recreation Center, and like he said, it was like 30 to 40 of the most what I want to say. some some characters that you might not want your children around growing up, you know what I mean, but that makes changes, you know, like what they say, every minister usually has a testimony of the streets, and their background is very, very like, you know, sketchy, right? And when you have people coming from the community that see, like me, I used to tear Columbus up, doing whatever I wanted, you know what I mean? And it dawned on me one day, if I could do all this wrong and God keep waking me up every day, let me apply it to something positive and see where I get out of that. And from that, once I changed my mindset, I stopped thinking about tearing up Columbus and started realizing that I'm a very powerful piece of energy that could be used in a positive way in my community, so I don't have to see these abandoned buildings. I could put pride and self-esteem back into the community, and that's why I partnered with Stu back then with the Center of Encouragement, and he partnered with my brand, The Guy Got Me Brand Inc., and that's what we do. You know, anybody, you know, I'm a barber, so I'm always seeing single moms come in the barber shop and they can't control their kids. Right. And part of that reason is because the village is not there anymore. One question that I posed to these men earlier were, what is the number one problem in our neighborhoods nowadays? If you want to answer that question, okay, you know what the number one problem are? In your opinion, it ain't no right or wrong answer. In your opinion, what's the number one problem in our neighborhoods in America today? Just off the top.
I mean, I was about to say the mothers.
Oh, see that I haven't heard that one.
Right.
I haven't heard that one. Now, Delane, I'm gonna ask you the same thing. Off the top, what do you feel, in your opinion, is the number one problem in our neighborhoods today?
Economics.
Economics. You know what my answer is? Nobody's neighbors anymore.
Well, that is true.
If I can't be your neighbor, how can I teach you economics? If you don't want to hear what I got to say, if I chastise your child, I might not put my hands on them. I might say, hey, young man, young lady, that just doesn't becoming of a person. Whether, no matter gender, ethnic background, you in our community, hey, we don't do that around here, and then you want to come fight me, or your dad comes challenging me. How can I teach you financial responsibility?
See, that's why I said the mothers. That's why I said to the mothers, because my mom didn't play that. I grew up on the east side of
begins with the
Columbus.
moms?
Yes, I grew up on the east side of Columbus. Every one of my neighbors.
So my mom don't want to be your neighbor no more.
They told me what to do.
And that's where that's where it seeps in.
But a grandmother was a grandmother back then. A grandmother was 40,
the
50,
patriarch,
60
the
years
matriarch.
old. Now a grandmother might be 25, 30.
Boogie.
A grandmother's 25 or 30. She ready to go to the club. She ready. I ain't got time for them kids. A grandmother was, when we had grandmother, we gonna go over her house. She gonna cook for us. She gonna love on us. She gonna,
she took care of the
going out to no
community,
club. And what these mothers, they starting to have them at such a young age. And then they think it's something, oh, I'm gonna go get me a Santa for, get me a Section 8, and I'm good, I'm gonna get it. And then they come, then that cycle comes, then that girl that was 13, 14, she have a baby. And then that cycle here come again. You know what I mean?
Right. Check this out. We have I've gotten the time check from producers and everybody else. Okay. So what we gonna do, because this brother right here is a powerful brother, we're gonna give you the whole show. We're gonna bring you back and give you the whole show. Because you got a lot to say. And then what we're going to do is we're going to open the lines up for the community to ask you. Are you open to that? The community just throwing some rapid fire questions at you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, definitely. So we're going to bring Student Council-elect Stu Hampton back. And we're going to keep working, brother. We're going to keep grinding. Love you, boy.
I love you, too. Hey, everybody's favorite. Auntie's favorite DJ. Hey, I want to tell y'all something. I ain't seen Lane, got to chill with him in a while. But Uptown Media, thank y'all for everything y'all do for this brother, because he deserves every bit of it. And I'm telling y'all treating him good too, because this boy getting fat. Lane wasn't this big last time. Hey, I ain't saying,
you good, baby.
Chunky D, boy. I said, hey, Uptown Media, thank y'all. I really appreciate everything.
And he's got a show too, each and every Friday with his wife. Right?
Date night with Kevin, baby girl.
Where?
We do it Facebook Live. Well, you know, this platform was for Center of Encouragement, but since Lane brought it up, me and Lane been talking, and we're trying to develop a podcast with. Actually, it was just started out with me doing it every Friday for this COVID thing, and since couldn't nobody go to the club, so we were like, Friday night, let's just just do a podcast or whatnot. So. We got good reviews. We got a lot of good feedback, and so every Friday at 10 o'clock we go on and do a Facebook Live. But like I was saying, me and Delane has been talking, and we trying to figure out how we can develop the relationship to where
bring it on Uptown Radio.
Bring it on Uptown Media. We want to partner. We don't want to just partner. We want to be family. You know what I mean? Because we want to help this entity grow. We love the energy that y'all put out to the world.
Absolutely.
It's positive, and we want to be a part of that. Any growth, we want to be a part of it with Uptown Media, whatever it is, whether it's over the air, behind the scenes. We working on a sponsorship deal with y'all so we can get in. And
you're supposed to tell them that story. We just messing with you.
Hey, all right. I'm saying, Lane, I was just
that sponsorship is coming.
All right. They're getting this together.
All right. Hey, I don't know what I'm talking about. Sometimes I just be rambling, you know.
It's all good. Closing remarks. We got to get out of here. Thank you so much for staying with us on Uptown After Show. Happy birthday, Peasy. Come back with us next week. And we will join you right back here next week. Same time, same bad channel. 2 hours long, 2 hours strong. God loves you and I do too. We out of here. Peace. Hand clap, everybody, please.
You will not be able to plug in, turn on, and cop out. You will not be able to lose yourself on Skag.